What's up, guys? Johnny Maggot here, and it's time for week 2 preseason game against the Browns. With the Bengals soon to be, I haven't chosen where I'm going to move them to yet, but soon to be somewhere else. And you know what? We're going to run a new playbook.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Cincinnati for the home opener. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that.
All right, we got kickoff.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defense.
Feels like it's been forever since I played this game.
Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game.
Under a
Nice.
heavy rush, and down he goes.
Woo! Get him, boys! Yeah! That's how we
Brandon,
do,
if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And this will be
Did I get
incomplete.
knocked out of there, or did he just lose it?
The football there, and it's second down. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it's third down.
Okay, they are not running this. Unless it's with the quarterback.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Rivers.
I know this play.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers
That could have
involved.
chosen a better route to run around that
That's what they did there.
Yeah,
runner.
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
All right, let's go Leonard Westbrook. This game of Madden is brought to you by CBD Oil. Support your local CBD dispensary by helping yourself feel better. This is freaking great. I haven't felt this little pain in a long time.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is met quickly in the
They even got those tubes where you could just roll it on where you're at softball or baseball or at work.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
All right.
Right at the 30 here. And Charles, now we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long. Can play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Watch run.
Send him.
From the gun, Westbrook. He's got it complete
There we
to
go.
Braxton Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, it's Grant.
Oh, I juked.
And this is picked up by the Browns.
And that freaking hit stick sucked him into the hit.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it.
The psychology
That
of the
sucks.
game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never
I gotta
be a
protect the
fumble
ball.
from what we hear from coaches
I mean, in
all the
theory,
time.
that should have been a touchdown, but
Practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
that's my fault.
By the defense. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and
Okay, I know better.
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Throwing, Rivers, going for the deep ball.
Get there.
And that'll be incomplete.
No
Good
pick, but
protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by
False
what I
start,
saw. They
88.
ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they
That's
told us this week. That
huge.
pressure on the QB is key. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Rivers now for the 50.
I had freaking Leonard bump the defensive back, but need to get there.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And that
Ooh.
is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And as a first rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire
Oh man, that should have been
You take
picked.
a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They're passing it
They have to
again.
give a lot of credit to the entire scouting
Foolish not to.
organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again here, Rivers. Open out on the left side.
Come
This is
on.
Cole. The Browns passing game
Come on,
finally
Obi.
in stride. They've got another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah. 180.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play fake. Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up.
Hold him to no touchdown. That's the important thing.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Damn, perfect kick means doesn't matter if I get a perfect jump.
The Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence. And
I love that fullback. He's so slow that he's behind the returner. Granted, the returner is fast, but...
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal.
Yeah,
Fortunate that it
I'm
only
not too
led to a
happy
field
about
goal,
that, but
they're not happy about it.
it is what it is.
When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for the first. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ooh, I thought he had it. For a second I thought it was picked, and I thought he had it.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Running into that linebacker, that's not good for us.
And this one incomplete as well.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell, scouting is taking over. They're making
See where Arcada Whiteside goes. See if he gets open. He was open, just terrible throw.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly. Trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Trying to crush him.
That officially give him 15, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Ooh, fumble, fumble. Of course, they pick it up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard,
God
fellas.
damn.
All day. Woo!
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0.
That's freaking frustrating.
EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the 29, Rivers. Oh, he's able
Yeah.
to whistle him here as he pulls it in.
There we go.
16 yards, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All
And
right.
he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Rivers. Sanu with a grab over the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. They'll throw again. Rivers.
There you go. Knock it out of there. Make him punt.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground.
Sorry, we're a second half team.
Long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
56, right there, 56. Time to go, night. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Come to our world. We want it.
Throwing on first down. Westbrook. Open man is Samuel. Complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
Oof.
22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Let's go, fellas.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike 55.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. 3 buzz. Check. 55 to Mike.
Okay, who's the mic? I'm getting rid of it too quickly.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Westbrook. And that going to
Good, it's incomplete, not a fumble.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Westbrook. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
There we go.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
5,000 career receiving yards, not bad.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ooh, I like this.
Westbrook.
There we go.
He's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
They can't hold it close.
Deebo Samuel.
And 6 rushing.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
6 blitz.
He's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield.
Crazy
as he
Ken.
gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty
Much
limited
improved season so far.
Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
There we go. Stop him on the backfield. I like it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it
Ooh,
behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
What up, Matt?
Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gross. It's really trying.
Scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends
2
on that
minutes remaining in the half.
17. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Yeah, Madden update didn't take that long. But it was enough to be a pain in the butt.
He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Looking for Crowder.
Nice. That's my rookie.
Pick, baby. Good stuff. Keep doing
Why do
that.
you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to
Love
have
it.
guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Just like
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant.
There we go, get out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
I
here.
like this. Ooh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side
If
complete.
I could get
That's
him to turn the right way,
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play.
and better animation,
46.
it's a good
If you're a
pickup.
selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And
Yeah.
it's taken
4th down.
This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
This might be a bad punt. It might not bounce straight back like I want it to. It did not.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half.
I'm banking on them passing and not running.
They would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Is that Hurst? Seymour this time.
Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's
Gotta
going
love
on
it.
with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Westbrook.
Oh, that pocket
Flush
collapsed.
out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw on 2nd down.
Get up there.
Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
To throw on 3rd down, Westbrook. To the right side, complete to Miller. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
Alright, this isn't too bad.
Stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is
why we got
right
that kicker.
down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now.
Make it easier,
in
kicks
3.
easier.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get
Off
points
the
on the board
crossbar.
in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the Browns getting set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. But I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And they run a
And
draw.
if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rivers. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
And the first half.
Back-to-back good plays. And okay, so much for our halftime break.
No halftime show for you.
Right back to it.
Let's play.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bengal offense now with a football
Alright,
first
running
here
is
to
not a
begin
possibility.
quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
Here I come.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
All right, there we go.
Adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards the tally on that first down run.
Might be a
Here's
little
second
burn
and
here.
2. Off play action. Westbrook.
Terrible throw.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
From the gun, Westbrook got a man.
Go.
Slayton.
My initial contact was the other guy,
Good enough for the first.
not the X Factor guy.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike 56,
Back to
right there, 56.
Westbrook.
You ain't going
Running over the
nowhere.
middle by Grant. And able to get
Love
this
getting a
one
running back
across the
involved.
45 before
Let's
he's
go,
brought
boys.
down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And an alley to run.
There we go.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy
Get
of the
ready,
40.
get ready,
10
get
more
ready.
there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They're going to set
Ooh,
up
I don't like the
screen.
diving
This is
catch.
Grant. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see him break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there.
Yeah, that was well covered.
Tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
You got him. You
So
got him.
statistically,
You got him.
both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers.
I not get the right balance, but I don't think it kicked it
track in the ground game.
too hard. Oh,
And
there
a
we go.
great job on special teams to down it as this will
There
be
we
down
go.
inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin on the ground with Jenkins.
Holding offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position.
Oh shit. Okay, we got lucky that they didn't break that all the way.
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Set, 180.
Double dog, that's the way.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's 2nd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rivers.
Oh, shit. Oh, there you go. Big play. Look at that tackle. That was huge, Zenner. Or, that was huge,
Instead of throwing it downfield,
yeah,
Charles, they just tried to
that was
dump it
huge.
underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the
Shed that tackle and stops the first down for what should have been an easy first down.
And pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Come on, fellas.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you. That's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well, you're not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And this
All right, that's like a run. Make a short run.
To about the 39.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Check 13.
Check.
On 3rd down, Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I don't trust it with this quarterback.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football
distance
and helping their team.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
43. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Get off the field.
It's a weird camera angle.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their
close.
defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that
I
play?
don't want to be too aggressive on this play call.
Time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Zenner.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop.
Down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
I love this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
Get out of bounds. There we go.
Thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter.
I want 20 yards at least this drive.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he
Scary.
works
I
it
gotta,
past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick
I gotta
off
protect
the
the ball
drive. It's a
there,
quick
or I
first
could
down.
fumble again.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Oof.
Throwing to start the drive,
Almost
but
that
that
needle.
one incomplete. Debo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there,
See
need
if
to
I
be a
can
little
sneak
bit
it
more
out.
careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There we
Here's a
go.
throw that's
That'll do it.
taken in out of the backfield. And all the way
Gotta love it.
inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. And here
Oh, there goes my stud running back. He's 76 overall.
Play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch.
2nd and 5.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4.
I'd rather him take the hit than quarterback take the hit.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yikes, he threw it to where he was. That's where he is going.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and 2.
There we go.
He's got it.
That'll do.
Touchdown, Bengals. Darius Slayton, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
There we go.
Big loss here as he's taken
Huge.
down. Linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They have to pass right now.
Staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Rivers. This one caught by Crowder. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Still have to pass.
You.
3rd and long for Rivers.
Nice
And that
play.
is incomplete.
Now what do they do? Are they gonna go for it, or are they gonna punt it? They're gonna go for it.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Same here.
Rivers to throw.
Oh, he still got it.
Keelan Cole.
He threw it right where I thought he was gonna throw it to.
35 before he's taken down. the stops is now, and they convert there on
Back in that dollar D.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Rivers gets this to his running back Zenner.
He's out of bounds.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Rivers. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Right, 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
There we go.
Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
Stops the clock, but it stops him from moving the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Rivers. He's going to let it fly.
Pick it.
And this is
Nice pick.
intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a
What are we going to do here? We're just going
I
to...
don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Yeah, bad
that
throw.
one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Alright, I need to get a first down now, or that looks really dumb. This still looks really dumb.
0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now.
Really
Pryor.
dumb now.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3
want no problem.
timeouts.
You don't want no
as they'll
problem
talk
from
it
me.
over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
So we got man.
Operating from the gun. Westbrook. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far.
Hopefully this guy lets it go. Now just bounce.
He got
No.
all of it. Crowder now to return. Powering his way forward. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Rivers gets
what am I
set
thinking?
to
They're
lead
gonna
this
pass it.
offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 25 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. A good start to the drive.
took the
here
wrong
since
guy off.
caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go play action
What
here.
am I doing biting on that play action?
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here,
play to
are just
win.
quicker than
Let's
fast. A lot
go.
of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs.
That's a catch.
That's all there.
Let's go, fellas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is
Oh.
caught down for a late touchdown. So
Oh,
hold
beautiful route and
everything
throw.
here. This one's not over yet.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game.
It's a
now.
catch.
Probably going to rely on the offense.
Complete to Antonio Callaway. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game,
Just
and
end
someone
it.
has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they
Fine,
do
call
actually
timeout.
recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down, Clement. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in
I'll kick that
college and
field goal, I
happen in
don't
the
care.
NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Used to be a dick.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But
Because
until then,
can.
this game's over. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay
Man, our
home
offense
again
sucked.
next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Game was all about
So for Charles
defense and
Davis
special
and our
teams.
entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
So there we go. Defense, special teams, wins you games. Have a good night, YouTube. Peace.